Hey everybody, PJ here. Sitting on the back of my truck here, getting ready to finish up for today. Playing with my Whisperlite Universal. I haven't had it long, but I've been messing with it quite a bit. I've watched a lot of Jiu-Jitsu 2000, a few others. But I got to looking because the legs, when I would move it around, they would work their way around to where they were, something like this, a little bit, maybe a little bit, So I was like, well, I wonder why they didn't make it where they would lock into place. I mean, it'd be easy to do. Surely they could have come up with something. But I got to looking, and I was like, well, what holds this one right here, this leg in place, the main one that the line's attached to? It's like, well, nothing except for this. You see how they bent? I don't know if you can see that. See how they bent that so it sits right in there? See that? I was like, well, if they did it on that side and it didn't affect the burning, maybe I could do it on this side. See that? It's hard to see because I didn't do much. I mean, I just barely even see. But now watch this. And you pull the legs out. You hear that? And I didn't misshape the thing any other way. See, that's the one on the main leg right here. It's not misshapen. Just got a little hump on it now. It just sticks out just a little bit. And all I did, well, I might as well say this before I get started. Disclaimer: this will more than likely void your warranty. Blah 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 blah. Okay. With all the available parts for these things, probably wouldn't cash it in on my warranty. I mean, because more than likely, built as this thing is, it would be my fault if it was to break, because I mean, they've built it pretty tough. But that being said, what I did is I got this super red hot. You know how like when you fire it up, you'll watch this bad boy glow? Once it got to that point, I had the legs open. I grabbed it at the bottom. I didn't grab it at the top. And I took a big pair of needle nose pliers. I tried little ones. They were kind of iffy. I would use bigger ones like that. If they didn't have sharp edges on the inside, it would be nice, but But then all I did was took it and I just grabbed it right there, and I just slowly bent it out. And I mean slowly, because then I would check it just like that. I'd let it cool a little. And now one thing I noticed, when you do it, is you can keep this kind of loose starting when it's cool, because when this does heat up, it expands a little bit, so that makes it where it won't come loose. Like if I was to heat this up right now, I couldn't move this leg. It would be stuck right there. It would just, there's no way you could get it past that. So which is good, because that way I can keep it loose when I want it there, and then when I really need it to stay, it will. So I would fire it up and show you that it don't move when I do that, but that'd be a little bit longer video. You know what I mean? But that's it. I don't know how good you can see it. You hear that click? And you can see most of the shiny is where I sanded it, because with them sharp needle nose pliers, they left some little ridges, so I just sanded it down, got the little burry kind of things off from where it did it. But other than that, let you get a good close-up of it. I shoot. I'm at 5 minutes. Let me pause this and I'm gonna heat this bad boy up and show you. turn you around here and let you see it. Takes a little bit to get these things going. That's the only thing about it. I mean, I got a pretty good bit of fluid in there to kind of, probably too much. I've started using alcohol, like I've seen some people do, just so I don't have that great big flare up of white gas. I mean, that's unnecessary for the thing. I mean, yeah, I mean, you can do it. But thing's going. We're gonna let it get super hot. Which that's, it don't take but a second. I guarantee that thing is scorching hot. But here. Yeah, it's glowing now. Not to make this video too long, I'm gonna pause it again just for a second. Let the flame go out and unhook the hose, and I'll show you while it's warm how hard that leg is to move. Now I know there's no way for you to know that this is hot, extremely hot, because I'll turn the camera off for a minute. But trust me, it's hot. You only want to touch it right here. But watch, see how it's heated up? Now before you seen me actually be able to, see I can't. I mean, I would really, I don't know if you can see how much I'm pulling. I don't want to break it. But now once this cools down, I mean, you get it down a little bit, it'll, like that shaker jet sound. Let's see if it got where I can do it yet. Yeah, see, even now it's still too hot. See? So that just shows that it locks in place. Now, you guys take it for what it's worth. I mean, but once this thing cools down, I'll be able to do it just as easy as I did before I heated it up. I mean, it takes a minute. So if you're on the run, I mean, you got to let the thing cool down anyway. So what's a few minutes for safety? I mean, you ain't got to worry about the legs folding up, that's for sure. That's all there is to it. Yeah, see, it's getting closer. And it's funny how you can see that, how just watching it, as it cools down, that metal just starts coming back in. Not much, but which, I mean, it's still really hot. Bet you if you used to touch that little generator tube right there, put a big old blister on your hand. Because all of that's still warm. I can feel it. Yeah, even right there. See? Super hot. Well, I was trying to let y'all see when it comes back over. See? There it goes. And once it gets cool, you can do it. And that's it. Just a little bitty bump right there on the other side. Didn't do anything else to the stove. There's absolutely nothing else done to the stove besides bending that little hat. I mean, probably would have done it if I accidentally dropped it somewhere. So, I'm gonna let it cool off. Hope you guys like it. I mean, if you're like me and you just want it to stay open, I see nothing wrong with doing it. Like I say, I mean, if you might want to resell it, which I'm sure whoever you resold it to wouldn't know the difference if you did, and you haven't really heard it. So yeah, I mean, company might say no, we're not going to replace it if you do it. So take that into consideration. I'm just rambling now, but guys, hope you enjoyed it. Get out there, hit a hiking trail, go fishing. Just get outside. Have a good one. Say bye, Gito. Say bye, Gito. Let's see.